Well, well, hello. And hello, and hello. It's time for more Napoleonic Wars. All these guys getting set up. And Schwartz is happy he's made it onto YouTube. So. And Pieter Friant wants a hello for captain of the 17E. Here's a 3PP, derping out as usual. Come on, boys, get yourself together. And some fifage. Gaspine 119. And look at these guys lined up. Don't they look fantastic from the 3PP? Also moving out, we can see members of the 4th, 45th, and the 4th 6C. Fine drumming from No Name. And here is the first. Look at that, the Grenadiers. Looking proud and wonderful as usual. There's Louis Riel, Bombardier for the 1st Regiment. And a loader, Jean Chastel. Now let me tell you about the sides. We're doing the Russians versus the French. You can see on the Russian side we have the 63rd, the 17th, the 25th, of course, who have kindly invited us along. Ooh, more of that. And it's 58 minutes into the battle. So it's going to be an interesting battle to see how this goes. Now, what I think we should do is, at this point in the video, what I want you to do is put in a time frame for how long you think it is until Pumpty dies in this round. It's like a Pumpty lottery, so to speak. So let's see, you put in the comments below the video, before you actually see it, because otherwise that's cheating, how soon you think it is until Pumpty dies, and we'll keep an eye on the chat. And the kill feed, of course. Claude Michel, Grenadier, Colonel of the 1st. And some of the 1st have just died horribly. Leffy, please. And down goes Yorkshire Pudding. Oh dear, Recruit Charles. It looks like there's been a little bit of a problem there. Yep, there we go. Another sad, pathetic individual who wants to spoil other people's fun. Oh dear, isn't it sad? Even after all this time, they're still trying to do it. Just kind of sad and pathetic, really. If that's all you've got to do in life is spoil other people's computer games, you need to take a long, hard look at your own life. And here are some Russians jumping over the fence. Edard Stark, Grenadier of the 25th. There's Red Dagger. There's Grenadier Roman. And they're making their way through. Look at this. Fantastic stuff as they make their way through the fields. There's Dazuki Grenadier. Now up ahead here. There he is, the target himself. Colonel Pumpty. And you can see some murdering going on with some lovely bayoneting and a little bit of team killing maybe. But kind of the usual, as poor old Augustin Friant has gone down. Colonel of the 17th. And so Pumpty, you can see, making their way, rather open field area to be honest. But there is a cannon over here. And they are pointed towards the likes of Pumpty and friends. And there's a lot of fire going on with the 17E. Let's see if we can lock in on them. Oh goodness me, look at this. As the 45th taking a few stabs there. The 17E also going down. Here are the 4th. Here is the 17E. Cadet X-Fang. Defending himself from the attack. Along with his teammate. Here you can see Ismar. The 17E doing a fine job of defending themselves with fine blocking. And more murdering coming in on the kill feed. We've got to keep an eye out for that all-important murder. There's Fang looking for that opportunity to stab. Bastille coming in. Simskill also coming in as well. Down goes Ismar. Pieter Friant is dead. And they forced a team kill over here, which is going to please him. It's freedom from the 17th. Look at this, turning stabs, and he's up against a couple of Frenchmen. The likes of Centre Interdict. And Centre Interdict. Correction, down goes the Bastille. And down goes Fang as well. So, what remains of the 17th and the 25th? 33 versus 65. Where is the rest of the 25th? Yeah. Could be some of them. There's Red Dagger. There's Demew. Could it be that Pumpty's dead already? Whoa, Nelly. Multiple members of the 25th catching a cannonball. Beautifully fired there. And you can see also returning fire into the 25th. So lovely shooting going in. As we look. Now, if he makes it all the way through the entire round, I will be shocked and absolutely gobsmacked. But let's face it, what's the chances of that happening? It's very, very low. There he is. The survivalist. As you can see now, it looks like there's an attack onto Jean Chastel and the Arty. These guys remaining here, you can see a few casualties at the back. But Pumpty staying low, out of the way of the fire. Sensibly so under the circumstances. As his boys of the 25th continue to fire back. And here is the 17th. Tacked on to the back of the 63rd. And there is Corporal Mr. Johnson of the 63rd. You can see him and the boys making their way out. There's Duke Lord. There's Darius. More Darius. There's Lucky Luke as well. And here, ouch! Not so lucky anymore. Correction, English Ninja died nearby. And there's a little bit of musician work going on there with a fire coming in. And you can see now the French army in the form of the 3PP backing off behind the coverage that this lovely section of ground gives them. But they've got to keep moving. The Russians are in pursuit. With the likes of Bombardier Funk and Preacher and other members of the 63rd are in pursuit. Look at this. And there's Winter of the 3PP doing his duty. As you can see, a few team kills in there. And there we go. There's the all charge. Is he still alive? Surely he can't be. Oh, for God's sake. He is too. A cheeky bugger. He's still alive. How did that happen? Down goes Daniel. Down goes Telex and Dry Locket as well. There's Longer from the 25th. And some lovely team kills in there as well. Down goes Highlander. There's Mandasak. There's Funk, of course. And Partisan, Avon. And Musician, Winter. Oh God, the entire Russian army's after him. He's turning to fight. Bravely outnumbered. And horribly murdered. And Pumpty actually survived an entire round. Wow. Don't know what to say. And we're back on the next round. Over by the fun and glory that is the French spawn. The 16PP getting set up. Already lined up and ready to go. Look at these, the fine members. There's Pumpty and his line of the 25th moving out. And they've changed sides. And here, of course, the Grenadiers from the 1st. Look at these guys, don't they look fantastic? Dark Knight, Adjutant of the 45th. And we move over to have a look at this gentleman here. It's the 4th, the 6th. And down goes Pudding. Oh, God. Oh dear. Another one. Wow. How sad can you get? I mean, really. So. Trojan. From the 3PP. Sporting a fine moustache. Of which we heartily approve. And here is Mistress Gidney of the 3PP, as I horribly assassinate his name. So, Grenadiers moving out from this MPP. The 45th moving out. The 6th getting ready. There's No Name and Raptorious at the back. So, we make our way over the hill. Find out what the French are planning. Now, you can see that they're making their way towards the cover that these cornfields provide. I mean, they can hide their numbers, but there's not really a lot of place for defense from bullets, as the corn is not really known for defending, or wheat, I should say. It's not really known for deflecting bullet ability. But you never know. I mean, this is obviously the internet, so stranger things have happened. Complete with a windmill, or a chicken coop, or whatever it is. But never mind. Anyway. So here they are, merging in with the crops. The 3PP, there's Daniel. So we fly past the crops. Watch these guys as they make their way out. And their quarry has been spotted. The Thailander makes to take down Tobin very quickly indeed. And who are these fine fellows? It's the 63rd. In as those fine doorstop heads, look at them. And at the bank, there's Bombardier Funk. Good stuff in the... Oh my goodness, the poor 17E Colonel just went down very quickly. Oh heavens, look at this. It's the Russian Zerg, ladies and gentlemen. And the 63rd lost a few people courtesy of cannonballage. Look at these guys. 17E charging around, doing the Russian Zerg. And this is where it's going to get brutal. The poor 45th are overwhelmed by sheer weight of numbers. But fighting for survival. Napoleon from the 6th. Oh, look at that fine slice. And he forces a nice kill by his enemy. Or by his teammate, I should say. And you can see Napoleon continuing to fight for his life. Until stabbed in the bottom. Oh, poor Napoleon. And that is going to be a problem. Let's see how many are left. There's a few. It's a 17E. There's Troyster. And Albert Ney. Now, Blue Moonlight has just been murdered by the 2nd detachment. The 25th here with Red Dagger. Let's see. Orifice aiming, perhaps? We'll have to wait and see. I'm hearing cannonballs whistling over the top, so you never can tell. What's going on over here? Who's this gentleman? It's the man himself. Look at that. His sword is raised. He's going in for the attack. Watch out behind. There's still some Russians. Oh, heavens. Paper Frog. Into the 3PP. Look at that. Oh, heavens above. Paper Frog, what a shot from you, sir. That'll be this location, probably over here, or possibly, based on the location of the corpses. Could be up there. Difficult to say, really. Seems to be a lot of bodies around up there. But never mind. Either way, the end result was still not good for the members of that regiment, as you can see. So, Red Dagger and the other boys of the 25th now pulling back to provide a little bit of support. What's going on here? It's Trojan. As we now follow the other members of the 17E trying to take out the French forces of the 7PP. Down goes Rondel. And Pumpty is finished off. There we go. Round about 5.5 minutes. Normal service has been resumed. Poor Pumpty. We're watching Cadet Wally. His drummers finish somebody off. Always good to see drumming skills. Here's Tommy from the 16th. Excuse me while I pause to cough and take some libations. Don't know why. Throat's a bit sore today. Hope I'm not coming down with something that would be slightly annoying. But anyway, we shall gloss over such details. Oh, cannonballs again. They're bloody everywhere today. Wow. Those cannonballs. It's all a load of balls if you ask. Oh my goodness. So 13 PH, 3, 7, 12, 14, 16, 23 PP. So he's covering quite a few regiments, I have to say. And that's XW. So he's been around a bit. Like a well-seasoned whore. Here's Mikus from the 16th PP running backwards, trying to avoid getting stabbed in the wheat fields. With multiple Russians charging towards him, and he goes in for the strike while his movement is covered. And there we go, there's the all charge. There's the flag held by Starblazer. And there's a lot of corn. So, let's see, shall we? What they decide to do. They're definitely up to something. More stabbing in the cornfields. Wheat fields, I should say. A grenadier. There's Vix, recruit of the... Oh, he forces the team kill into Captain Jamo. A fine team kill force. Fantastic stuff. And now it's 2-on-2 between these two guys. And fine blocking coming in from this recruit. Fantastic stuff to see. Down goes one of them. And now the Russian turns and runs. Fusilier hacks on. Decides to cheese it. And understandably so under the circumstances. And Tommy is watching out for him. So let's go hunting around the filthy peasant from the 63rd. Filthy peasant 420 as opposed to the other 419 filthy peasants. Destroyer 124 and Dry Locket. Of course, Fusilier. And this is the man. The FIFO extraordinaire, Recruit Vix. And a fine turn and a stab until he's murdered brutally. No more fifing for him. 2 versus 18. So right now, the Empire of France is in a wee bit of trouble. As proved by this battle. Down goes Mikus. This could be the last man, and it is. Tommy dies. And we move on to the next round. And so, after a lovely foray in the cornfields, wheat fields, crop fields, whatever fields, these things here, we're going to find out what's going on in the next round. Well, precisely. Here is members of the 4th Battalion, 45th Regiment. Demu. And the fine and lovely members of the 3PP. Don't they look wonderful? these guys waiting. Look at this. Well drilled. Sorting their line out. Getting themselves set up. Don't they look lovely? And some drumming as well. Look at that. Glorious drumming. Oh, that's just the perfect thumbnail, isn't it? Okay, well, it's perhaps less perfect now, but still pretty good, I'd have to say. It's a little bit of drumming going on, a little bit of aggressive drumming. And here is Indian. These guys, look at them, don't they look... Now, all we need now is a cannonball to land there and just take the entire line out. That would be very unfortunate for the 3PP. You're messing up the line, Sunshine. Indian, get out to the end there. You're messing up the line. They all look wonderful. And there's Javorek. And the boys are now moving out. The 16 PP charging forward. The 3 PP. Don't they look glorious? And a lone fifer. Jimmy Kroll. Hard to fife when you've been left behind. Come on, Jimbo. Or should I say Kimmy Kroll, sorry. Never mind. Cannons being controlled by the 1st Artillery. There's Louis Riel, supported by Alderic Andre. And cannons courtesy of Paper Frog of the 25th. The mass murdering frog himself. Let's look at these lovely gentlemen from the 6th. Working together with the 1st Grenadiers. Let's go and see if we can lock in. Oh no, look at this, it's the 63rd. Drumming from Avon. Corporal Mr. Johnson supporting their right flank as the other members of the 63rd. Interests. Preacher. And there is Bombardier Funk. So, oh, Dow, oh, poor Colonel of the 17th. Oh dear, Augustin Friant has the worst luck ever today. Yeah, I'm not sure aiming with a cannonball counts as officer aiming. So, poor orifice aiming. Oh, who is this on the top of the... Grenadier, Panda Jim. Spying for his team. And here are the fine cannoneers. There he is. The evil that is the Paper Frog. Supported by Dreadlord 955 and other members. And here is Black Guy, number 1. And Grenadier Oldest. As I pause to phlegm up. Yep, he lasted a long time. The lookout didn't go well. So, these guys are supporting the artillery, the 63rd. And also, more of the 63rd, Lucky Luke and friends. And Dreadlord commanding. Good stuff. We move in to say hello to the 3PP. And you can see they've got a little bit of an uphill struggle here, as you can see, quite literally. But they are continuing to fire back. And numbers are still pretty equal, 89-76, so it's not that much of a difference. Okay. So, Toaster has turned into some kind of straw ninja. Sierra's Toaster from the 3PP. Oh, he snuck up there for a second. But I have to say, the bonnet on top of your head is not really aiding the ninja nature of your battle. As more members of the 63rd get taken down. Let's go hunting for a battle. These guys over on the side. Dry Lockett and Lucky Luke get taken down. Now, it looks like these Russians are now moving up to support their teammates, Mandacek and Ret Victrix. But you can also see other members as Oliver gets shot in the field. These guys are the ones, Joseph Ney and friends, who are trying to push back the French. The likes of these gentlemen here from the 25th. Mr. Moonlight there. Now, isn't that fire coming in, and obviously no guarantee of a hit, especially considering these things are accurate to about 100 meters. But over the hill waits the Grenadiers of the 1st. There you can see another member of the 1st, and look at this. Their numbers have taken some decimation. That's going to be a problem for them. You can see their numbers slowly being paired off. But now they're getting aggressive. As the 16 PP are getting nice and aggressive. Pushing up on this left flank, supported by the 45th. And on the far left flank, the 6th. Ouch! Felt that. Yeah, I felt that a lot. That was painful. So. You can see them firing back at these gentlemen here. The members of the 63rd working together with Mandacek, and Paper Frog is no more. The cannoneering career of Mr. Paper Frog has been torn up and thrown in the fire. So, going on a little sneaky roundabout here, we're seeing the members of the 25th led by, of course, everyone's favourite bullet magnet, Mr. Colonel Pumpty. He's leading the boys around and about. Maybe to sneak in behind the French spawn. But you can also see that Grenadier Oldest is still replying into the 6th. And now supported by the 63rd. So this is the 63rd and the 25th. 63rd against the 25th. Oh dear. Oh, and the stabbing and the murder starts. Pumpty's in trouble. He's trying to defend himself over on the left side. Goes for a turning stab. Nice kill by Pumpty. Good stuff. And another kill by Pumpty. And he gets hit by a bayonet. He could be bleeding. But Pumpty's doing his best to defend himself. Look at this. Welcome to Pumpty Cam. And he's fighting. And down goes Pumpty. The end of Pumpty, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, that's a suitable end for Pumpty, I think. Oh dear God. Look at that. Never mind. Poor Pumpty. Oh well. The remaining members. The 63rd. Fighting against the 25th Red Dagger. A fine stabbage. And over here on the right we're watching stabby goodness occurring. And a slice and a dice into one of the remaining Rushmen. The Imperial Dominant 63rd down. Oh dear. Down goes interest. We hear fifing. Well, they've saved the beer barrel. We'll give them that at least. So, 35 versus 1. And Snow Guy, where is he? He's probably going to get slayed. And that'll be a round over and a convincing win for the French. Oh dear. Harpers couldn't take any more. And there he goes, slain horribly. And we move on to the next round. And we are back after one of those funky side swap things. So, side swappage has occurred. And as you can see, 91 versus 94. So pretty balanced, I would say. Always a difficult thing to achieve on the server. Oh my god, they're having a picnic. Who's this? It's the 25th. Oh dear. No more picnic for him. And so, Sky Teaks. Oh dear. So, let's see what's going on. There's the first Grenadiers moving out. Look at these fine fellows. Steinman on his left. Ah, there's Pumpty. This time at the back of the line. Together with Red Dagger, Lance Corporal. Now, who's leading this line, I wonder? If it's not our fine Mr. Pumpty, it's Corporal Spodge. Well, precisely. Thank you, Spodge. Or Sipodge, I should say. Yeah, okay, you've made your point. Oh, dear. And here we are. With the 3PP, minus a few people. Oh, that volley. Oh, that volley and the smoke. Buggers, thank you. Fine volley. Oh! Holy crap, I think is the operative term for that one. Oh, the poor 3PP. So unfortunate, they thought they had themselves covered by the rocks. But sadly, it was not to be. There's this pile of bodies. Proves the point. So now they gird up their loins. You see Captain Kazayo, still very sad at the loss of his teammates. Pays his respects and then cheeses it out of there. Understandably so. Moving over to the right, we see Napoleon of the 6th gets the boys together, lining up on his left and presenting and firing as down goes Sergeant Major Emile Friant, or Friant I should say. There's a 7PP firing back, supported. There's the man himself, Colonel Augustin Friant. The bullet catcher himself. Surprisingly alive after 4 minutes. Who would have thunk it? But the 17E holding their ground. And you've got to watch out for that orifice aiming. It's brutal stuff, boys and girls. Charging in is Claude Michel, Grenadier Colonel. And he's murdered horribly. Imperial Dominance finished off as well. Twist Crisp. A fine name, sir. Twist Crisp. As opposed to one of those straight crisps. Yes. Majurskum. I think that's how you pronounce it. But then... Ho, Nelly. As you guys are very, very aware, I murder everybody's names absolutely brutally. And it won't be any different with Mountain Blade too. You'll know it. It's kind of the norm. Oh my God, Funk fighting for his life. His saber gleaming in the sun. As he goes in for a slice, gets stabbed once. Tries to block, goes in for the nut block, high block, goes in for a blow attack. And the middle block as well. Turns his back on those enemies and goes to look for a new target. But no, he backs off. There we go. He's now got some support by teammates. As they're making their way through these lovely little bundles of wheat, and he picks up the rifle musket. The equivalent of a Black Bess. So the extra reach it gives you, plus of course that deadly 17-inch bayonet. Because who doesn't want to be poked with 17 inches on a Sunday night? As here's Toxic DC, Krondos, O-Wind, and that's it really. And Tobin the Lee going after the remaining Frenchman. As the 25th, ouch! Red Dagger murdered brutally. And Funk now moving in for the attack. That's what I do love about games. This game still, after all this time, still requires so much skill to do melee well. I am in awe of everybody who's good at melee in this game. Such a difficult thing to play. Down they go. Cheese Master, Grenadier of the 25th. Dodging left and right. But no, the enemies run away from him. Oh, but he's been attacked by a couple of Frenchmen. And the Cheese Master is sliced. And Funk is then silenced by Space Wolf. So, it's time for an all-charge. Who's this who's got the flag? Troyster has the Tricolore. The Imperial Eagle in gold. You're going to stab somebody with a flag? Difficult to say. He's practicing his skills. At least that's what we think he's doing. Down goes one enemy, Chada, from 3PP, fighting against Fabian, and Fabian wins with a fine stab to the chest. Vive la France! Well, precisely. So, following Fabian as he makes his way through. Look at this, he's going up against another Russian. Russian turns. Ready to fight. Is he going to go in for that all-important turn? He turns and stabs. But now he's up against three men. It's Toster from the 3PP. Goes in for that all-important first attack. And a fine stab into Dom from the 17th. Until he's finally taken down by Joseph Ney. Oh, murderization with a team kill in there as well. Lovely stuff from Winter. And there you have it. That has been that round. And we're on to the next one, boys and girls. We'll be right back. And we return. And as you can see, next round will be a melee round. So, should be interesting to see. As you can see, we're skirting by the map edge. Look at this. Such a fine crust they're walking over into oblivion. Welcome to game design. So, we are looking at Dark Knight of the 45th, the Adjutant. Look at him, doesn't he look fantastic? Oh, look, a rock. How exciting. Patented rock cam. Good stuff indeed. Papu at the middle there. Gazani Wilsa. Oh my goodness, what a name. Looks to be maybe Czech or Polish. Difficult to say. Either way, a fine name which I have obviously butchered horribly. And then the last round will be a melee round here. Führer, Harness of the 3PP. As they make their way past the 16PP. And here is Fizneat. Now, up ahead, it's Trojan. And let's go and have a look around, see who else we can find. Here, the 63rd. Even now, I still love the animation and the movement of these characters. They all just seem to... You're just so used to it. They just all seem to run at the right speed. That was one reason why I didn't like Counter-Strike, the one after 1.6. Not Go, but Counter-Strike Source. Is because these their characters seem to run faster or move faster than their actual animations. At least here, these guys seem to move at the speed at which their legs move. Which makes more sense, as you can see multiple members of the 17th and the 25th taken down. So, Mr. Johnson dodging back and forward. Let's go and have a look for some more people. Here is Skio Walker. Whoa. Comfisher, Darth Angel, and Shriff of the 63rd. Taken down. Who's these fine fellows? There's the 7PP. Arbors. Fedo. And Zephyr. And a random Russian. Look out for random Russians, boys and girls. Ah, it's Kimmy Kroll. Fine Russian lady. Oh dear. Well, that can't be very comfortable. Never mind. So, here we are. Corporal Fos, Skycrim, or Psycrim, and there's Goulard at the end. And they're firing back into the members of the 3PP. Look at this. As members of the 63rd, here's Moisty Melon. Good God, sir, what a fantastic name. And Lucky Luke. And Krail. So you can see Thimo the Salt Mine. Oh, I'm loving these names. These names are fantastic. There's Lucky Luke and Estraz and Darius. Starblazer and at the back. Karul, oh my goodness. The 4th are getting into a lot of murdering right now. As you can see. Here is Duranos. Fighting for his life. Going in very aggressively for some stabbage. We love the stabby goodness. Oh, fine murdering here, sir. Oh, he gets stabbed in the bottom by Kimmy Kroll. Kimmy gets the team kill. Always happens in this kind of game. Kimmy with another kill there. Always happens in this kind of game. Yeah. Look at this. Trying to defend himself. Nice turn and a stab until finished off Trojan. And now, remaining members of the Russians. Whoops-a-daisy, down they go. Shot to death by the line nearby, the 63rd. Brutal end for the Russians. So, here they are, getting themselves sorted out, Napoleon. Okay. Ah! Secret ninja attack. Oh my god, look at that face. From the bush. He's got a lighting wand. He's ready to take on everyone. He's going to pick up that musket. Eventually. Or possibly not. He's going to lightning wand you to death, boys and girls. He's going to hide by the cannon. Look at this. It's very ninja-like. Has he been found? There's another one. Yes, I think he's given away his position. So Oldest is now going to choose it, understandably so. And he is going to hide in the cornfield. So, Oldest is currently trying to live up to his name. By being very sneaky ninja-like. With Russians all around him. But still some Frenchmen remaining. And they're chasing down one of their colleagues. This oldest remains in there. Who's this running? It's Paper Frog. Running for his life as look at that. Black guy with another kill. And now, question is, down goes Duke. Killed by Black Guy 1. And is he coming out to play is the question. No, Grenadier Oldest is remaining very, very covert. That guy going up against Demew, Corporal of the 25th. And down goes Paper Frog earlier as well. And a nice stab by Demew into his opponent. Now he's got reinforcements in the form of Pumpty. Oh, look out, it's Pumpty, everyone. And a nice kill. Did they not? They didn't. Oh, Oldest. Oldest is running for it. He's cheesing it. And he's getting attacked by Pumpty. And Pumpty gets team killed. Oh, dear. Poor old Corporal Demew. Oh, dear. Oh, Pumpty. Yeah, I think it's fair to say he won't be a corporal for much longer. Oh, brilliant. It's going to be a melee only round, boys and girls. So, the boys are making their way to the middle. Look at the 2E. Kronos. There's Spam. And Rambob. Don't they look lovely? Look at those fine Grenadier. The fine uniforms they're carrying. And Leffy, please. So, they're all making their way to Pumpty. This can only go well. Let's see what happens, shall we? And there's been a murder already. And so, there's a horsebound Pumpty over here. What's going on? And here they are. Commander Pumpty, as you can see. General Pumpty. Currently parking his horse. Getting all the boys lined up and getting ready to go. That's one good thing about Mountain Blade players. They can't stand still for too long. Look at them all twitching. Oh dear. Pumpty just slade-headed. Poor old Stark. So they're getting ready for the melee battle. Oh, down goes Pumpty's horse. Oh dear, poor Pumpty. And there's somebody trying to jump in. You can see Paper Frog getting ready. As we're still waiting for the other members of the French army to arrive. And they've got a pretty sizable number of them over here. Oh, some fifing in front of the French. Oh God, charge! That was a bad choice of defence. A bad choice. And it's off, boys and girls. It's off. It's all kicking off now, and there we go. The team kill onto Pumpty. Oh, poor Pumpty. Always the bridesmaid, never the bride. That's Pumpty for you. So now you can see here, plenty of melee going on as the kill feed is just going bananas. Always going to be the case as you look over this battlefield of bodies. Gotta feel sorry for the maid who's gonna make up this battlefield. Oh, what's going on over here? More Russians. Backing off somewhat. French reinforcements coming in. There's Jahay. Or Jahej. From the 25th. Not anymore, it's not. Murdered brutally. What's going on over here? Oh! Yeah, that kicked off pretty quickly. It's a partisan. Correction, it's an ex-partisan. Now. Mikus. Is Mikus the only one left? It is. Where could he be? And as you can see, mass suicide as well. And there. More murdering. And down goes Mikus. Killed by Mandasek. And that, ladies and gentlemen, has been your 25th Regiment's line battle for this evening. I hope you've enjoyed. Thanks to all the regiments that attended even. And, of course, many thanks to the 25th Regiment and to Duke and Pumpty for inviting me. We'll see you next time, boys and girls. Take care.